How's it going, y'all?
And welcome to B-Bros.
WandaVision, first Marvel content since 2019 Spider-Man Far From Home, premiered last Friday.
We didn't know what to expect, and since we are not connected with Wanda or Vision as much as Spider-Man, Black Panther, may he rest in peace, Doctor Strange, or the Guardians of the Galaxy, we didn't hold high expectations.
Seeing the first two episodes not only changed our view toward the characters,
Our excitement and enjoyment levels went high as well.
now,
Let's take a deep look at WandaVision.
we had simple questions before we started the series. How will Vision return to life after Avengers Infinity War is number 1. How will the series connect to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is number 2. The final and most important question is how will Wanda and Vision evolve throughout the series.
As Vision mentions in Infinity War, he evolves as he continues to live and learn more about the stone. The same is true for Wanda. Her powers continue to evolve every time we see her and wonder how they will continue to learn more about the Mind Stone.
We believe Wanda and Vision's connection to the Mind Stone is what creates their understanding, bond, and love for each other. As they learn more about the stone, they learn more about each other, and their love grows.
The first episode starts with the classic Marvel intro, but in the end you can notice the screen shrinking to the old size of televisions and the colors are gone. This is an indication that we go back to 1950s/early 60s America.
This setting is purely an imagination of Wanda.
The universe faced a trauma with the events of Avengers Infinity War. Half of the world vanished and the other half had to live through the loss of their loved ones. But when the Avengers saved the entire universe in 2023, people who vanished came back and then there was hope again for the rest of the people. However, for Wanda it was different. Wanda came back to life, but she did not have her loved one, Vision, back. We believe the trauma she faced forced her to create her own reality with her powers from the Mind Stone, and now she's willingly trapped in this fake reality.
She creates a life with the being he could not accept losing, Vision. In the second episode, we hear the words, "Who is doing this to you, Wanda?" It can definitely be someone forcing Wanda in this reality, but we think this is her own doing.
Wanda creates her own reality through what she wishes from life, plus the imagination which comes from what she already knew.
The 50s life she lives is based on a number of TV shows, mainly Bewitched. The setting and the characters we see are from Bewitched. For example, Agnes, the neighbor, is based on the character Endora.
Fun fact, Endora's real name is Agnes Moorehead. But there is another fun fact with the name Agnes.
There's a character named Agatha Harkness in Marvel Comics. Agnes' name might be the shortened version of Agatha Harkness. Her story is similar to Agnes. Agatha has a complicated story with Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, in Marvel Comics. There's definitely a story dig there.
She even mentions the devil in the tea party in her conversation with Wanda. In comics, Agatha is working for a character called Mephisto, and if we consider him the devil, there can definitely be a connection here. We are excited to see what will happen as we go along.
We meet another character in the tea party. Actually, Wanda meets her because we already know her identity.
She's the daughter of Carol Danvers' friend. She stumbles and calls herself Geraldine, her made-up name, but her real name is Monica Rambeau.
She can be a tool for communicating with Wanda from the outside. She even says, "I don't know what I am doing here," which might be a way to wake Wanda up.
Wanda also sees what we can call advertisements about Stark Industries and Strucker and Hydra. All those figures play a crucial part in Wanda's life. She hated Stark because he and his company is what destroyed her home. Strucker and Hydra is what gave her and her brother Pietro powers. These show us her imagination is created by what she was influenced by.
Wanda and Vision live in a small town called Westview and try to blend in.
Wanda had issues with blending in through her life, especially after Sokovia and Lagos. Even in her reality, this is important to her. Her accent changes to American accent in this reality as well, to blend in.
She has a very simple looking life, but there are distractions along the way. The emblem you see on the screen is the logo of SWORD. After S.H.I.E.L.D. was compromised, Nick Fury created SWORD, the more universal version of S.H.I.E.L.D. You might remember the end credit scene in Far From Home, where Nick Fury was in space. That was the headquarters of SWORD.
In WandaVision, SWORD attempt to wake Wanda in many occasions. They want Wanda to come back to reality by using the colors, the unusual character appearances or moments, and the dialogue.
The first time we see a color is in the Stark Industries commercial, the red on Toastmate 2000. The sound the toast maker makes is the same sound Iron Man's suit creates. Then in the end of the episode 1, the message Mrs. Hart gives Wanda, stop it, stop it. They are both SWORD's way of calling Wanda back in the episode 1.
The second episode, we see more effective ways of communication. The crashed red and yellow helicopter with the SWORD sign on was the first tool of communication. We see the real version of this helicopter on the WandaVision trailer. When Wanda sees the helicopter and starts realizing the truth, Agnes comes in to bring Wanda back to her own reality. Very convenient, huh?
Agnes might be the reason why Wanda cannot wake up other than the fact that she doesn't really want to. Similar events happen in the Tea Party and in the end of the episode with the mysterious man on the road.
If you pay attention, the messages from the outside world are creepy and a little scary. The director wants us to be scared of the outside world, just like Wanda is. We see the story from her perspective.
These are all the ways of SWORD trying to bring Wanda back, but she and potential third party wants Wanda to stay. Every time there is a distraction, Wanda finds a way to get back to her reality. She even rewinds life in the end of episode 2.
We see a pregnant Wanda in the last scene and now there are colors. This shows that Wanda's dream evolves and we move on to late 60s and then 70s probably. It looks like the setting will change in every episode or two, and we will see more about the outside interference and why Wanda is in this reality as we go along. Things might get more scary.
Marvel seems to have created a plot inside Wanda's reality with Wanda and Vision living a normal life, and we think that the story will also continue. WandaVision started more drifting and more interesting than we expected, and we look forward to what's to come.
Will Wanda go berserk is a question that we have. Her madness might be the start of the new Doctor Strange movie.
We will see as the show continues.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and for now,
V-Bros out.